Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Excuse the background noise, I'm just traveling in Laos at the moment. I got off a coaching call with a client yesterday and I just wanted to record this video because there's an important point which came up and which keeps coming up again and again. And this is something which I see in so many social anxiety sufferers. It's something that I fell prey to before, and it's a complete trap of the mind which keeps you stuck in social anxiety. So keep watching to the end because I'm going to show you how this mind trap works and how it keeps you stuck in your social anxiety. But if you're new to the channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Ed Barton. I'm a full-time specialist social freedom coach. I help high achievers get out of social anxiety. I used to be housebound, suicidal, on medication, having a terrible, terrible existence ruined by social anxiety. I overcame my problems and I now travel the world, coaching people online and helping them get socially free too. If you'd like to learn more about me and how my system for helping people works, go ahead and click the link in the description below this video. You can download your free PDF guides to the cognitive reprogramming method, which is the system I created for helping people overcome social anxiety. Okay, so on with the video and this mind trap, which I see again and again, which is keeping people stuck. This is basically a cognitive distortion where people with social anxiety take other people at face value. They assume that they themselves are inadequate, flawed, and inferior, and they look at other people and they believe the persona that they are presenting. And this is kind of typified by Instagram. And this is what I call the great Instagram lie, where everybody is presenting a perfect version of themselves, of their lives. Cocktails on yachts in Saint-Tropez, but behind closed doors, they're crying, they're burned out from making content and all the rest of it. So people with social anxiety, they have this tendency to be unnuanced in their thinking and to almost be a little bit childlike in the way that they believe what other people present to them. And as you go through this journey and you overcome social anxiety, you learn more about social dynamics, you learn more about psychology, you realize that people are very rarely what they present themselves to be, and often the opposite is true. So the biggest, most hypermasculine, steroid-abusing person in the room might have deep-seated issues and concerns about his masculinity. The loudest, most vocal person might actually be really scared of public speaking and be overcompensating. So there's this common mechanism among people where they overcompensate for their flaws and their insecurities by presenting the opposite. It's a kind of mask and it's a kind of armor. And the problem is that when you have social anxiety, you buy into this, you actually believe it. You think other people are as perfect and polished and wonderful as they present themselves, but you're not seeing the truth behind the mask. So the question I hear you ask is, okay then, very good, that's a great insight. What do I do? How do I stop taking things at face value, putting other people on a pedestal and putting myself in the gutter? Well, what I would recommend, which is what I spent a long time doing, is to get very curious and try to satisfy your own curiosity about these people. If you see someone who you think has a God-given talent in something, whether they're naturally charismatic or naturally sporty or something that you aspire to be, get curious about that person, approach them, and actually ask them things about themselves. Subtly try to build up a picture of who this person is beyond the persona they create. And I understand that might sound a little bit strange or difficult to begin with, but this can be done very subtly. So you could just ask them, how did you get into this field? Or what were you naturally good at this thing? Because we make up a lot of assumptions when we have social anxiety. We mind read and jump gaps and jump the gun and fill in all these blanks which are not actually there. You might see someone who is better at the thing that you want to be good at, and you start telling yourself, oh, well, this person just has this innate God-given talent. And this comes from a coaching call where I'm on a call with a martial artist, and he was putting other competitors on a pedestal, putting himself in the gutter and assuming that these guys all just had some God-given talent that he didn't. That's very unlikely. Find out, start sparring with these guys, start asking them what exactly their backstory is. Find out about them, be curious. And this is something I spent a long time doing because I had to satisfy my own curiosity. I was insecure around these people and I wanted to find the truth behind my insecurity. Were they really as great as I thought they were? What was their backstory? And what you find is that everybody is human. Everybody is crazy in their own unique way, and everybody has their own insecurities and problems and interesting, complicated backstory. So get curious, ask questions, and find out what's really going on. Stop making assumptions and stop putting other people on a pedestal and taking them at face value.